The Kremlin has described former Soviet leader Mikhail Gorbachev as a statesman who altered world history, but whose, quote, romanticism about rapprochement with the West was misplaced. Gorbachev's reforms heralded the end of the Cold War, and he is revered in the West as a champion of peace. But they also hastened the collapse of the Soviet Union, and many Russians blame him for the economic turbulence and fall in living standards that followed. Gorbachev died on Tuesday, aged 91. Kremlin spokesman Dmitry Peskov said on Wednesday Gorbachev's hopes for a romance with the West were unjustified and had to be corrected under President Vladimir Putin.
He sincerely wanted to believe that the Cold War would end and an eternal romantic period between the new Soviet Union and the world, the collective West, as we called it, begins.
Новым Советским Союзом и миром, и Западом, коллективным Западом, как мы его называем.
That romanticism was not justified. There was no romantic period or a honey-sweet century. The bloodthirstiness of our opponents showed itself.
Кровожадность наших оппонентов проявила себя.
Putin served in the Soviet Union's KGB security service when Gorbachev was in power. In a condolence telegram, he called Gorbachev a statesman who had deeply understood that the Soviet system needed to be reformed. On the streets of Moscow, the response to Gorbachev's legacy was cool.
It seemed to us back then that he was a person who could change the Soviet Union for the better. But then, when his time was coming to the end, it turned out that he's a person who broke up the Soviet Union, broke up a vast country.
I have a negative view of Mikhail Gorbachev's time in power. He did a lot of damaging things to our country. We are the ones facing the consequences.